Mechanics don't want you to know this. Some fuel additives actually save engines, while others silently destroy them, and most drivers have no idea. Think your fuel system is clean? Think again. Deposits build up, robbing power, killing fuel economy, and wrecking cold starts. But the right additive can fix it. We're exposing 7 additives, some essential, some dangerous. One could leave you stranded in the cold, and another might be the reason your engine struggles to start. Miss this, and you might be pouring junk straight into your gas tank. Stick around for our final recommendations. You'll need them. Let's dive in. Number 1. Fuel Injector Cleaner. This is one of the most common types of fuel additives. Fuel injectors are responsible for spraying precise quantities of fuel into the combustion chamber. When injectors get clogged, your engine might begin to rough idle, misfire, or stall. A fuel injector cleaner does what it says on the can. It contains detergents that break up carbon deposits in the fuel injectors, ports, and intake valves. In older cars, it also breaks up deposits on the carburetor. But which cars need fuel injector cleaners? While you can use fuel injector cleaner on any car, they are best for old cars with carbon buildup. This is certainly the case for antique cars with carburetors that need cleaning. It can also be useful for more recent cars that haven't been looked after properly. How and when should you use fuel injector cleaner? Every company has specific instructions on how to use its product. Typically, you pour a fuel injector cleaner bottle just before refilling your tank from near empty. Depending on the size of the cleaner, you can then top up between 19 and 21 gallons of fuel. Repeat this process after every 3,000 miles. One of the leading products in this category is Gumout Fuel Injector Cleaner. It has been proven to improve transmission and fuel economy in older cars. But before you order this, you might want to see the next additive we will recommend. Number 2. Fuel System Cleaners. Fuel injector cleaners are not the same as fuel system cleaners. Fuel system cleaners are designed to clean every place fuel comes in contact with. So, while it will clean the injectors, it will also clean fuel lines, fuel pumps, spark plugs, and combustion chambers. Fuel system cleaners have been proven to reduce emissions, improve fuel economy, and boost engine power. They also make cold starts smoother. Which cars need fuel system cleaners? Fuel system cleaners are useful if you've been experiencing troubled starts or poor acceleration. They will also help if you've noticed a drop in fuel economy. These additives work great on new and old cars, depending on the brand. Which fuel system cleaners work? 2 of the most popular fuel system cleaners are Techron Concentrate Plus and Seafoam. Many people prefer Techron. It is also recommended by auto manufacturers and is rumored to be what GM uses. Techron contains polyethyramine, which makes it a better cleaner than Seafoam. Techron only works on gasoline engines, while Seafoam works with gas and diesel. Both contain corrosion inhibitors, so they can be used with gasoline or ethanol blends. Fuel system cleaners are great, but they only offer real value in older or used cars that have been mismanaged. Number 3. Octane Booster. Octane boosters are one of the most useful additives, but constant misuse has made them controversial. They are meant to ensure that your car has enough octane. Low octane causes knocking or pinging in combustion chambers. Unfortunately, many people use them to artificially boost engine speed and performance. Instead of helping the car, this misuse hurts it. Abusing octane boosters will cause a buildup on fuel injectors, filters, and plugs. It also harms the environment. Booster abuse is one of the things that can wreck perfectly good cars. Who should use octane boosters? Octane boosters should be used in high-performance vehicles that require more octane than you'll find at a typical gas station. You can also use it if you've been hearing a knocking sound in your engine. Which octane booster can you use? When choosing an octane booster, avoid any that use lead. Lead can be absorbed through the skin or via inhalation. Lead poisoning can also be fatal in high doses. Bustane Octane Booster does not contain lead and works as recommended. If your car was built before 1971 and needs lead, you can use Chemco Octane Supreme. As long as you use these as recommended, your car will be better for it. Before we dive into the next additive, if you're new here, subscribe. I'll give you a second. All set? Let's keep rolling. Number 4. Fuel stabilizers. When gasoline and diesel are left unused for a long time, they degrade. As a result, the fuel won't ignite properly when you try to start the car. However, if the fuel begins to oxidize, it will gum up your engine and clog up the fuel supply lines. Fuel stabilizers remove water from fuel to prevent fuel separation. They also clean any gum or varnish and protect the engine from rust and corrosion. Who should use fuel stabilizers? Fuel stabilizers have just one job: to protect cars that will be idle for months. So, if you're going to park your car for over 3 months and up to 2 years, you should use a stabilizer. Which fuel stabilizers should you use? The most popular fuel stabilizer is Tabil. It has been on the market for over 50 years and is tried and trusted. Another reliable alternative is Lucas Fuel Stabilizer. Both of these work with gasoline and ethanol, and they deliver similar results. But if we had to pick one, Tabil claims to be the #1 rated stabilizer in the US. However, just because something is the most popular doesn't mean it is worth buying. That is true of the most controversial additive on the list, which we've saved for last. Number 5. Ethanol Treatment. Over 98% of all gas sold in the US is now mixed with some form of ethanol. The reason is that it is more environmentally friendly and it is cheaper. Nevertheless, nobody is a fan of ethanol. It is not fuel efficient, absorbs water, and decreases engine performance. It is also bad for cold starting and old engines. Ethanol treatment corrects some of these problems. Specifically, it improves fuel efficiency and reduces corrosion. Who should use ethanol treatment? Older cars must be treated with ethanol. Because their engines were designed for pure gasoline, they underperform and corrode quickly with ethanol. While you can use ethanol treatment on newer cars, it is hard to justify its advantages. Which ethanol treatment works? It is rare to find a pure ethanol treatment. Ethanol treatments normally come mixed with fuel stabilizers or cleaners, which suggests that even manufacturers question the product's benefits. The STP fuel system cleaner for ethanol and the Tabil ethanol treatment and stabilizer are as good as they get. Buyers have attested to a slight increase in fuel economy, but is it enough to justify the cost? It's unlikely. Unless you drive a classic car that needs ethanol treatment, there's no reason to buy this. Sadly, the same can be said of the next additive. Number 6. AntiGel Diesel Additives. Diesel cars are a pain in winter. One reason is that diesel engines need more help from the battery to ignite. Sadly, batteries lose up to 60% of their power in winter. The second reason is that regular number 2 diesel contains paraffin wax. This wax turns into a gel in winter and clogs fuel lines and filters. AntiGel Diesel additives lower the freezing point of diesel, making it easier to start the engine. Who should use AntiGel Diesel additives? If you live in a place with very cold weather, you need AntiGel Diesel additives. While winter blend diesel contains additives, it isn't always sufficient in extreme weather. If you don't have access to winter blend diesel, AntiGel Diesel is also a must. Otherwise, you could end up stranded on the side of the road or damage your engine. Which AntiGel Diesel additives work? Howe's AntiGel Diesel additive is a very popular option, but we don't recommend buying it. Instead, use Hot Shot's Secret Diesel Winter Anti-Gel. Hot Shots prevents gelling, warms up frozen diesel quickly, and inhibits corrosion much better than the competition. Number 7. Line Antifreeze. The last additive on our list does a similar job to AntiGel Diesel additives. As the name suggests, it prevents gas lines from freezing. It uses an alcohol base to break up the ice, which sounds cool. So that begs the question, who needs line antifreeze? No one. Well, almost no one. The only people that need antifreeze are those who use pure gasoline. If you're using an ethanol blend with 10% ethanol, that's more alcohol than you'll get from a 12-ounce bottle. But like AntiGel Diesel, if you live in a place with extreme cold and want extra security, antifreeze won't hurt. Which gas line antifreeze works? Heat gas line antifreeze is a cut above the competition. It does what it says and is affordable compared to other fuel additives. Again, the only cars that need this are those running on pure gasoline. What do you need to know before buying fuel additives? Fuel additives are controversial for 3 reasons. First, most offer no real value. Second, when abused, additives can damage an engine and void a warranty. So, before you throw an unknown chemical down your gas tank, understand what you're buying. Manufacturers like GM and Ford recommend certain fuel system cleaners and AntiGel Diesel additives. Modern cars handle ethanol-blended fuels well, so they rarely need additives. But if you own an older car, you might need fuel injector cleaner, Octane Booster, and Ethanol Treatment. However, always check the owner's manual before using any additive, even if it's recommended. That way, you won't end up destroying your engine with junk. Which additives are junk and which ones are legit? Even though additives can help your car, most are nothing short of snake oil. If you want to protect your engine, here are some of the ones you can use. Gumout Fuel System Cleaner, Gumout Fuel Injector Cleaner, Techron Concentrate Plus, STA Bill Fuel Stabilizer, Boostane Octane Booster, Hot Shots Diesel Anti-Gel, Heat Gas Line Antifreeze, Seafoam Motor Treatment. Some additives to avoid are any containing tetraethyllead, any containing MMT, Ford AntiGel and Performance Improver, Liqui Moly Ceratec, oil additives in general. Gas additives get a bad rap, but some protect engines, boost fuel economy, and even save lives in extreme weather. The key is compatibility. Check your manual and follow the bottle's instructions. Overuse can damage your engine and void your warranty. Subscribe, like, and share.